Hello again, class. Congratulations on making it this far in these video tutorials, and hopefully you're enjoying this stuff so far. I just wish I could be there to help you out with it if you get stuck. Um, but today we're going to go ahead and continue on with the next two sensors. We've got the potentiometer and the line tracker. So we're going to start off with the potentiometer. The potentiometer right now should be in your analog port 2, and they are an analog sensor, so your digital sensors, the limit and the bump switch, both only return either a 0 or a 1. These are analog sensors, and they give values between 0 and about 4095. So they've got a much wider range of values. You can use them using the sensor value command, just like in the bumps and limit switch. We haven't used that yet, but we can. We can also use these next two things is until potentiometer greater than and until potentiometer less than. So we can be less than a number, it will continue on the code, or if the potentiometer is greater than this range, then we'll continue on with the code. So the potentiometer has a couple of stops on the inside which prevents you from turning it all the way around. Some of these potentiometers are broken, and that's okay. It'll just have a dead zone inside where it doesn't really count from 0 to 4000. It just counts 0 all the time. So you kind of have to find that sweet spot if your potentiometer is broken. So let's do a potentiometer exercise real quick. The first one, we are going to turn on the green LED until the potentiometer value is greater than 2048. Then the green LED should turn off, and the left motor should turn on for 3.5 seconds. So let's break this down into some pseudocode here. All right, so first, we're going to turn on the green LED. So let's go to our robot code here, and I'm going to go ahead and go to File, Save As. This will be the first potentiometer code, so I'm going to say potent 1. It's just potentiometer 1. You can name it whatever you want to. I'm just going to name it potentiometer 1 and save. Next, I'm going to take out all of this code and delete that, so we've got our task main here. And under our pseudocode, I'm just going to write turn LED on. That's the first part of our pseudocode. Next, we want to wait until the potentiometer value is greater than 2048. So for the next line of pseudocode, wait until potentiometer is greater than 2048. It's greater than 2048. Oops. There we go. Wait until potentiometer is greater than 2048. Then the green LED should turn off. That's the next part of our pseudocode. Turn LED off. The left motor should turn on for 3.5 seconds. Turn on left motor. Wait 3.5 seconds. Then turn off. All right, so let's go ahead and program this program here. To turn the LED on, we can go down in natural language. We'll go down to special, and we've got turn LED on and turn LED off. So we can just drag and drop some of these commands. Turn LED on our digital port is going to be green LED. That's what we called our LED. Or if you did it red LED or yellow LED, just make sure whatever you put here is the same as in the motor and sensor setup. Whatever you have for port 12 is what you want to type in there. Alright, so turn the LED on. We're going to wait until potentiometer is greater than 2048. So we can go to the until commands. We want until potentiometer greater than. Click and drag and drop that one. The position can be anything between 0 and 4000, what was it, 95, something like that. We want ours to be greater than 2048, so we can just type in 2048. And then our sensor port is what we call our potentiometer. So it should be the same as in motor and sensor setup. In this case, it should be potent. All right, after we do that, we're going to turn the LED off first. So turn LED off, green or yellow or red LED. We're going to turn on the left motor. Oops, should be on a separate line. Turn the left motor on. That would be under movement, start motor. Our motor port would be left motor. And it doesn't really matter what the speed is. We can put 127 in for right now. I'm going to wait 3.5 seconds. That'll be a wait command. Wait and time. Should be 3.5 seconds. And then turn off the motor. Stop motor. And this would be left motor. Alright, so we could go through here and type in all of our notes. There we go. I just went ahead and put in all those comments to take down some of that video time. And we can also go ahead and click Fix Formatting, just so it pushes everything to the right a little bit. If you want to take out some of this white space here, just make sure that you leave that curly brace down here and a curly brace up here. If it doesn't have these two curly braces, it will not work. So make sure you leave those curly braces in there. All right. So the next part, we can go ahead and download this to Robot, see if it works. And we will go ahead and save this as well. So we'll save Potent1. Now if it works, good. If not, go back and check out the code. If I can, should be okay. I do not have a Potent, so that might be motor sensor setup. If I go back to my analog sense, yeah, potentiometer should be Potent. So again, make sure that whatever you have in the motors and sensor setup should be the same as in your code. So that should compile this time. Yes. All right, so that should be good. Let's go ahead and save it. And then we'll do File, Save As. We'll save this next one as Potent2. And save. All right, so we'll work on this second problem here. It says turn on the green LED until the potentiometer value is greater than 2048. So we've already got that. It's the same as the first one. Then the green LED should turn off and the left motor should turn on until the potentiometer is less than 2048. All right, so we're going to be greater than 48 and then less than 48. All right, so let's break this down on the code here. Turn on the green LED until the potentiometer is greater than 2048. So we've got that. Turn LED on until potentiometer greater than 48. Then the green LED should turn off and the left motor should turn on. So green LED turn off, turn on left motor. Until the potentiometer is less than 2048. So that's the change. We're only changing one thing here. We're going to change, instead of waiting 3.5 seconds, we're going to wait until the potentiometer is less than 2048 this time. And then we're going to turn off the motor. So that's the only thing that's changing, just this part right here. So down here we can just look through our comments. Instead of waiting 3.5 seconds, we're going to take this and we will do until potentiometer is less than, and we can just go down here and click on this. Same thing as up here. It's going to be parentheses 2048, comma, potent for our sensor, and semicolon. So here our comment will be wait until potentiometer is less than 2048, and then it will turn off the left motor. That should be it. Let's go ahead and save this again. You can go ahead and compile it and then download it, make sure it all works, and you should be good with that one. Again, test these different codes out, see if you can figure them out. If you need help, feel free to ask one of your neighbors or a different group and see how they're doing it, and help each other out on this one, all right? So have a good rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you back after spring break.